Okay, welcome back, guys. Last session you guys took out this giant skeleton. It crumbled down and is lying there, and after a while it becomes visible to pieces. Yeah, and then you, as we said, you head towards the actual assignment to take out these artillery units here. So when you get close to the coordinates, you see that there's this kind of area. Maybe you sent Goldie to take a look, and maybe you had some kind of like old map from before the war, and it looks like it's this whole area is quite woody. Let's like draw some more here. Woody, is that? Doesn't sound correct. Let me see here. No, wrong one. Oops, wrong again. Something like that is quite wooded area. Yeah. Yeah. So you're about like 2 kilometers away in that direction.
You think the APCs can fit between the trees in there?
No, they could probably fit in the road, but further to the northeast and southwest, you suspect there might be more Refime actually. But this area is you don't think there's so many Refime in this area and your reports, but yeah.
So it seems we're on the dilemma. Either we can take our APCs on the road and encounter tougher resistance, or we can go on foot and encounter also lighter resistance.
No, well, if you get close to the area with the APCs, you could enter this part without encountering other Refine, but further to the north, like maybe a kilometer to the northeast and a kilometer to the southwest, there is other units, but you could like go in there and then enter. Just considering, the question was just considering the terrain, right? So just considering the terrain, you could go there and enter, or there and enter.
What's the terrain like?
So this area is rocky, like a little bit mountain. It's a slope that goes like this down a little bit, not much. This whole area, like maybe like for 5 kilometers, is part of a park or a reserve or something like that. and this area was like a camping / restaurant site, like a yeah. These are probably some like playground and some restaurants and some kind of activity housing for yeah. You don't know exactly, but something like that.
You're approaching from this direction, right?
No, you are at that direction. You don't need to approach from there. You can do what you like.
But the objective, but we're going in this direction.
No, 2.5 kilometers from the objective, you have disembarked, and that's it. You don't need to go straight in there. But this is where you need to destroy the artillery. You could go around and then come in this way, or whatever you like.
I was just that wasn't what my question was. Just we're approaching the objective from that. We're in that direction.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that prohibits us from just going straight in like that?
No, not no. It's slightly wooded here, but not as much as this area. There is trees and bushes and stuff, but not as much as this.
But nothing prevents us or the vehicles from approaching from this direction. Right?
No, yeah. Considering those things, no.
Yeah, then probably not bother going up and around. Because if we can take advantage of the natural terrain, then let's do that for cover and protection and the like.
On foot.
There is the issue of stealth though, and visibility.
Yeah, you're not going to be. Stealth will be provided by cover. If and having the vehicles farther back, that's what will provide stealth. If they're close enough to hear us, then that's either road or whatever. I mean, unless you're just talking about wooded area, right? It's not the dry underbrush or stuff like that, right?
This
It's just
green
woods.
area, all the trees are dead, so to speak. So everything is dry or dead, maybe moldy. This area is quite wooded. This area has some vegetation, some trees, some bushes. Quite wild area. It's not like a park, more like a kind of a wooded.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're coming down the road to avoid walking on the grass because it's dry, they're going to see you from a lot farther distance, and I'm sure if they have any confidence whatsoever, they're watching the roads. So stealth is going to be you have a better chance of getting up close and personal via the natural terrain than walking down a road.
The APs are quite. They are like sci-fi APs, right? So they run on like some strong batteries. They don't make sound as today's vehicles do. They probably would make sound if they drove really fast, but I mean the engine part is quite quiet.
Right, but my point was, if you go down the road, they're going to see you before they hear you, and if we go by using the natural terrain, ideally they won't see us, and if they hear us, we're going to have to be pretty close for them to hear us because we're going to have the vehicles trailing behind us by a couple hundred meters anyway. So if they don't make much noise anyway, that's even better.
Kurt, are you going to be in one of those APCs, or are you going to be on foot with the advance squad?
Well, let's see. I mean, I will just go with the advanced squad so that you guys have, say, maximum firepower if the APCs are going to hang back this time.
I also want to say that these structures are not visible from here. You know this from some old map or something. This area is very wooded. Yeah. The way
That's
it
fine.
looks, even if you drive in here, you might even not see them like before you get quite close.
Well, that's even worse because then you're on an open road and they're 100 feet away and they've got AT weapons, and then your APCs, which don't have much armor to speak of, go up in flames.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you as you recall from the last mission, heavy tanks, we took out heavy tanks because they were too close and they didn't sweep us out of the buildings beforehand, so we were able to shoot rockets at them.
Yep.
And they blew up pretty quick.
Yep. Yeah, that would be a quite similar situation actually. Yeah, if you just went in with the APs first. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we'll approach overland from the from their perspective from the southeast.
So just go in there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Is the whole group going, and just the driver and the gunner behind in the AP carriers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
reason to anybody else to be on.
No. So let's see. We have the group here, right? Everyone's here. Okay. Maybe if you could if you could put people in a how you approach, if it's like two groups or like two people after each other, then I can just copy this pattern to the other map. So let me bring everyone closer in here. Let's see. Right, good. Okay, so but you said you're going in the in like a diagonal way. So could you put them in that like northeast south? No, northwest southeast direction, right? Like something like that.
What we'll probably do once we get within a kilometer of the position.
Okay, so And you're moving this way, right?
Right, and we'd bound forward by squads. So one squad would stay in position, the other squad might move up, I don't know, 50 meters, get set, and the X squad would bound past them 50 meters. And we just
Okay.
bound up like that till we reach the objective.
Right.
And then
Okay.
once on the objective, we would, well,
Okay.
get into that detail when we get there, I suppose.
So which squad goes first? Are they like leapfrogging, or are they like inching
They are
forward?
exactly that. They are leapfrogging. But they're not leapfrogging in front of one another. They're staying offset like that so they don't shoot the guys in front of them, but they are leapfrogging, yes.
Okay.
So
Cool.
they would
Cool.
be going forward, like kind of in the position they are, straight
Right.
forward. They wouldn't go in front of you.
Okay. So this will take me a moment to copy to the other map. So wait, hang on, guys. So I will take these guys one at a time.
Ariane, do you have binoculars?
Oh,
I didn't bring any.
no. Yeah, I didn't, and we don't have any on the actual vehicle side. But the vehicles themselves got rangefinders and stuff like that. So,
And how far back are they?
range.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
I'm checking their range right now. So under 50, they're fine. It's between 50 and 100 they start getting minuses. Or is it under 100 they start getting, or over 100 they start getting minuses? It's 50, 100, 200.
Oh, 50. 50 they're fine. Yeah. And then, oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. The guys who made this up need to do some more research. That's fine. So, sure. We'll put them. Well, how quiet are they? You said, can you hear them at 50 meters, or can you?
No, you can put them in really, really stealth mode, and you actually don't hear anything because it's electric.
But, well,
It will
okay,
go
we don't.
slightly slower, but yeah, and not like today's vehicles. It can manage very slow.
Let me check out the doves. So, okay, so fine. Yeah, we'll keep them at about 50 meters. Little, because the dove goes out. Its minimum max, its medium range is 48. So keep them a little out of medium dove range. So they'll probably be around the 50, 55 mark.
Okay, so let's see here. So, sorry, I didn't hear the last. I was distracted. What was the last?
The APCs will stay about the 50-meter mark.
Okay, so when you get closer, you do notice that they probably won't be able to get through the wooded area. You have to like chop down trees and stuff for them to get through there.
Well, then we'll stop, do a recon, and find out what position where we can get them through.
Okay, that would be the entrances. That would be the two. That would be, if we go back to the map here. That would
There's
be no. They you cannot get them in without like start chopping up trees or exploding trees or something like that.
What about on the other side?
Yeah, you would know that it's the same there. It's the same. The thickness of the growth is quite.
Okay. Okay, sure.
What's the range of the missiles on the APCs?
Well, there's only one missile left. I think it's like 100, 200, 400, something like that.
So, what's the range? What's the range from here to?
Yes, so that is about maybe, let me see, one moment. It's about 50 meters.
Fine then.
No, sorry, my mistake. About 60 meters. 60 meters.
Okay, that's fine. Sure. So just, well, given that fact, then we'll probably. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just, for giggles, we'll just say from this. We'll come in from there. The infantry will go in. The APs will stay at the perimeter where they can't get in, but
Okay.
they have access to the road just in case they need to. But that
Right.
road, if that is in fact the case that you can only approach the vehicles can only approach by road, if the enemy is at all intelligent and they've like mined that area heavily, or just to make sure vehicles can't get through there. If they haven't, then they're an idiot. Which they may be, who knows?
They may be, yeah.
So,
Or there might also be other issues that you don't know about, of course.
right. Well, they may not have mines, but who knows? There could be a whole lot of reasons. But assuming they had mines and stuff like that, they would put a whole bunch of mines. But let's say they, for whatever reason, we're still, since we can, if it's only 50 meters away, then
you could check for mines.
The vehicles. Well, the problem is you could, but then you're in the middle of the road searching for mines.
That's true.
And you're exposed to whoever.
Yeah, but you could do
So
like
you don't want to be doing that.
You do have a ghillie suit.
Well,
right?
the problem is, you could if you're, 100, several hundred meters away, but you're 50 meters away. So anybody and their mother who's, at least not asleep is going to see you. So that's the problem. So in order to, we'll just, the vehicles will be at a minus to shoot, but that's fine. But the plus side will be, if they can't drive through, that means they have cover.
Yes,
so
yes.
if there's a heavy enough freeze.
Exactly, yeah. It's really hard to see through this wooded area. It's really thick. So even, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear.
Oh, sorry. So even if you stand here, you can't see this structures. So it might be mined here, right? You don't know that, but you could definitely stand here without seeing these structures. It's very wooded, very, very, very wooded.
So then, how close, if that's the case, how close could you get on foot with get up to the buildings?
Yes, that you will assume maybe like 20. No, wait, like 40 meters. You would begin to see something. It's a little bit hard to assess. Yeah, but you definitely need to get closer than the edge to get an actual readout of this area. This is just this old map. You don't really know what's happening here.
Well, we'll still plan on going in from the northeast there.
Okay. So,
We'll get in. We'll get in. Well, since we can't use the vehicles at this point, they're pretty much useless. At least till we've cleared the road and make sure they can't be blown up from guys in the buildings on site. So maybe we'll detail a couple guys to clear the road for mines, while the rest of us are inside dealing with whatever's inside.
right. Let me just let's see here. One moment.
If anybody else has got great ideas, please let me know. But
Jackson said we could call in artillery support from Judea medium tanks
That is true. Yes.
with long-range missiles.
well, then we probably this. Oh, geez, no, we.
So do just like put these guys where you will park them, right? So we can see a little. I have a little bit idea where they are.
Something like.
Cool. Okay. So let me. Yes, you do have artillery. So I will flip the orientation of the group as you have described then. Okay. Right. I'm going to move you over here. I'm going to move myself first. So I'm not sure if I've done the map. Right. Right. Okay. Now I'm gonna move you guys. So here we are, and you guys, just one group got through now. Let me see. Yeah, Genevieve is here, and Ariane is here. And the other group is off the map at the moment. And the vegetation is in the way. However, not that much. If you just go a little bit to the east, no, to the west, you will see much more because of the road. But you will also need to do stealth rolls then.
Right. Well, we'll probably bring the other squad up so that they're online with us. So maybe move this forward a little
Okay,
bit so you can
but
fit them all.
at this point they're off the map still, but like
Well, right, but we just stay here and wait until they come up and join us.
Okay, so just behind you then, because I don't have more map. You want them
Yeah,
to
that's what I'm saying. I'll go ahead and move these guys over so you can try and fit them in. So.
Okay, so let me do that.
Can you erase that blue mark?
Yes, I will. I will. Give me a moment. I will do that. Right. Should have some more troops now.
Something like that. But we're all way too bunched up, but that's just because of the limitations on the map. We would be spread.
Okay, okay. So, yeah. Okay, so actually, the yellow group would be more to the outside the map then, right?
Yeah, they would be farther down.
Okay, so yeah, because if they start like bombarding you guys, then we need to have the actual positions, but we will do that then. Okay, so actually the blue squad is like something like this, standing there, and the yellow squad is further to the east, actually.
Right.
Okay, cool. And not this close either.
No, they wouldn't be this close.
Yeah, but
You need
however,
more.
if you get close to this road area, you will be exposed. So at the moment, you are still in the bush, and you have limited vision. So you need to get close with a unit to get to see more.
Well, what we might do as well, given how thick the brush is too, and everything else like that, would be to maybe have that yellow squad come up from.
Yeah.
And that way we could spread them out a bit more.
Cool.
Yeah, so do place them at the edge of the map where you actually want them to be. And notice that you will know this, you cannot use radio communication. Not because they will hear what you're saying, but they will know you're here. Right? If they pick up some chatter, they will know. So Etienne would have said this. And before we go forward, just a check regarding the ammo and stuff. Let me see here. I think you all shot two 82s each. If yeah, no, Arian just shot one last time. So, but Arian, you are not at full weight capacity at the moment. So you have 71. Is that the 2 missiles that are missing then? That should be that, right? Your weight is 80, but you're at 71. That's two. Oh, that's 2, but you only shot 1. So I don't know if you filled up your... You have some extra space. You can bring stuff. So right now... Yeah. So right now you are carrying 3 rockets, including the one that's loaded.
Loaded, right? One in the rocket and 2 extra.
Yeah, and you only shot 1, so 4 of the weight is like used, even if you're not carrying anything right now. But you do have 5 more weight that you didn't put anything in. You could fill that up later just by using a Benny, or you could do it right now with something.
Yeah, I'll do it now. I'll just put another
rocket, yeah.
missile.
And maybe, as Venandi suggested, also a binoculars.
We don't have any.
But you have one.
And they'd be.
Okay, but you do have one
And
more
they would
weight.
be. Yeah, it's not a matter of weight. It's just they'd be absolutely useless at this point. Really, if we're this much.
Good point. Yes, good
well, not
point.
absolutely.
Yeah, they do
this range, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. You do have some darkness things in the visor, and it's not a range issue here. It's a color issue. Yeah. And okay, so this is good. You put that correctly. The other question was, you had 20 more grenades. Did you decide on a distribution of what types of grenades they were? I know that some of them were just given to you guys, but just decide what kind of grenades. Are they like half monofilament and incendiary, or?
Yeah, probably half each.
Okay, so I'll just note that also, and I'll just put it in those extra grenade. I'll just put them extra columns here. Nice. Okay. And I assume at this point you take with you all the stuff from the AP carriers, which was collectively you had 4 more missiles. So that could be that Venandi and Sister Genevieve filled up their missiles again. There is 2 more flechette mags. That could be just given to the sergeants.
No, there's 60 flechette mags, so they've got plenty to reload.
60 mags?
60. Yes, 60 mags. They've got all kinds of. They've got plenty of flechettes.
That's not correct. According to the weight here, you had 50 weight. So I think it's 1 mag that's 60 bullets in it.
It says flechette 1. Oh, geez, that's not wrong. It's 1/60th. A flechette is 1/60th a pound. So I put 60 in there to make a pound.
No, yeah, but that's not correct. Well,
that's what I'm looking at on the ammo.
Yes. So 1 flechette magazine has 60 flechettes in it, and it weighs 1 pound. So it's not that 1 flechette magazine weighs 1/60th of a pound.
Okay, well then I suggest maybe you make that a bit clearer then. because
Okay.
as written, it indicates 1/60th a pound.
Let me see. Ammo. Dove. Flechettes. Yeah, because it comes in 30, 60, and 240. So then you times that to which size of a mag you want, and you get the weight. So there's 3 sizes, and each actual flechette is 1/60th of a pound. So this is the weight of a single flechette, and then you take the size that you are interested in. So I assume you take 60s because that's what the rifles use. So that's 1.
Yes.
Yes. So there is 2 more flechette magazines of 60 flechettes.
Well, I wish I had known that, and when we were making up the list, because it's okay. Fine, we'll just go with whatever you wanted to.
Okay, so you could remove them and put something else in. You do have 50 weight units, so you can decide what you want to do with that 50 weight units. If you don't want to bring that flechette mags, you can bring something else.
Well, well, did anybody? How are the regular soldiers doing with their ammo? Are they full up on their ammo?
Yes, they haven't shot a single shot yet. So.
Okay. And how many normally mags do they carry?
They carry 2 mags, and they have that written already, and it's the same size as the flechette, the other mags, and they actually have 1 clip in the SMG. So, but that's loaded in the SMG. So they have 2 flechette mags free.
Okay. Well, 120 shots is kind of low. So, is there any way we can give them more magazines? Because the normal standard, at least in our day and age, is 210 shots.
Okay.
So 120 is really low. So we want to get them more. We want to get them more shots. So do they have enough weight allowance to carry extra mags?
No, they are not allowed to carry more. But you can put mags in the weight from the AP carriers that you were allowed, and then give it to them. And also the flechettes that you got, they have 60 each already in them. So they actually have 180 each on the flechettes, and then they also have 60 in the. So they're carrying 2 weapons each, right? They have a SMG that they are given by the army, and you give them a flechette rifle.
They wouldn't be carrying the SMGs. The SMGs are either back in the rear, or we stuck them in the vehicle somewhere, or they're not going to carry 2 weapons. It wouldn't help them at all.
Okay. So I'm not going to mention SMGs more, but there is 60 bullets in those that are still in the vehicle, and then so there was 60 bullets in the SMGs. No, sorry, in the rifles, and they have 2 extra clips, so 180 total.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not. If I'm being extra careful, and I usually am, I would, instead of that weight that they would be used to, we would allocate towards carrying the SMG. We'd probably just give them another magazine each. So that way they would have 240 shots rather than 180, and probably be carrying less weight.
Yeah.
Sure, in SMG.
Fine. Okay, let's say that. I'm not going to fix that, but we'll say they're not even carrying the SMGs.
Okay, sure.
But they have an extra clip. Cool.
There we go. I'll just erase that whole clip thing from the vehicle.
Okay, but that means you do have 2 more weight to put something in that.
Yeah. So we probably. So we'll say we put binos in there.
You put what?
So we got binos. There we go. All taken care of.
The binoculars? Is that what you're saying? The binos?
Binoculars. Yeah. So we got binos, short for binoculars. So we Americans like to shorten the words on everything. So binos is binoculars. So sure, nice. We got a pair of binos each.
Okay, so yeah, how much the rhinos weigh? I don't remember that.
Well, we got the special 1 pound guys, so they fit in there just.
Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, then this all the ammo issues is done here. Let's carry on with the
Yeah.
quest. So these guys, are they here or are they further to the south? Like that or something, or
Yeah. Let's since we can't contact us by radios, I don't want to. Really haven't done a map. But yeah, let's just go with that for right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Just that for right now. What that'll probably mean is because we've got better cover, we got better fields of fire than they do. Probably Yellow Squad will be the first squad that goes into the objective.
Right. And just to reiterate the objective, it's you have to take out the artillery. Right? They are bombarding you with some artillery that causes reanimation of dead bodies. All those bodies that was lying everywhere in the previous quests that just were dead bodies, they are standing up again because of this artillery. So that's the main objective. Right. Okay, so what do you do now, guys? You would need to get... Sorry?
I don't see my token. Is my token on there? I may have lost it.
You could have lost it. Yes, you have. So let me fix that.
So Yellow Squad's in front? Are there night vision on the binoculars?
So there should be an area now.
I think all the PCs want to be where the action is. So I'm going to slip over to Yellow Squad there and join them as they.
Okay.
Plus, I don't even have a gun. I don't have a gun, so what am I gonna do?
Right. So the binoculars does not have what I see here. It's just binoculars, but you do have some darkness vision in the visor, so you don't need the binoculars. But as I said, it's not the issue of distance here, it's the issue of cover, which the binoculars do not help.
Okay.
So we'll have have Senior Knight at Yellow. He will control the support by fire guys, and the three of us heroes, along with Yellow Squad, will go inside and see what we can see.
Okay, so the whole Yellow Squad is is stealthing forward. Is that correct? Understood?
Okay.
I'm asking.
Yeah, God bless all our soldiers, but they're not all that confident in anything they do. So,
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe the three of us might want to just try sneaking forward and then calling these guys forward if we don't come, if we can get close enough to the building and all that. I mean, the two of you are pretty decent sneakers.
Let's see.
D4.
Yeah, I have a D6 in stealth, so average.
So just statistically or mathematically speaking, each person that follows this stealthy unit decreases the chance of success whatever stealth they have, right? So the best thing to do is to send one unit forward, mathematically speaking. So even if there's 2 units that are equally good and are good at stealthing, because there's 2 of them, you more or less have the chance of success when you're stealthing, because the guy can see the one and they can see the other one. Even though they are, I mean, let's say that their success rate is 90%. If there's 2 of them, the total success rate will be 85%, right? So each unit, I don't know the exact math, but each unit can be observed. You do not help the math by putting more units in the stealth unit.
So,
however, there might be other reasons to put more units in stealth.
Right. So Vernandi has a D4, is that correct?
Yep.
And Genevieve has D6.
Yep.
What do you have?
I have a D8.
Okay, and you also have the ghillie suit, right?
Yeah, and a ghillie suit, so I get a +2. So, given what you just said, I don't want to seem like I'm hogging all the action. But if you two don't mind, then I'll. Well, what about Goldie? Maybe the both of us, because would Goldie be out of place here if she were to fly above? If all of a sudden, are there other birds here that
no,
if she were to fly above?
We are like in another planet, so Goldie is not indigenous to any area. The second thing is that all the living creatures have left this area. All these trees are dead. Everything is dead. This is like some weird mold everywhere.
Okay, so how good is her? How far? I mean, she's a bird of prey, right? And she has pretty damn good eyesight, right?
She does, yes.
He does.
He does.
He does. He does. Okay. So I'm thinking. So if he were flying, a kilometer up and a kilometer away or something like that, given a hawk's eyesight or an eagle's eyesight, that's nothing to them.
That's true.
They would. He would be able to.
Yeah, but he does not have like human speech or mental capacity. It is.
But he can hear.
He can hear
because of the new gear that Sir Jeremy.
Yes, that's true. He can hear, but he can't really like convey.
Okay, so he can't convey
enough. He can't. This is that drawing there. That was what he was able to convey, more or less.
We need to hook a mini cam on him or something like a drone or something where
right.
We can see.
You do not have that. Yes, that's true. You do not have that. That could be done if you want to roll some kind of repair roll. Take one of your helmets, break it up, and hello. There's a funny sound there. What's happening?
The dragon.
Somebody's breathing into their mic.
Who's
breathing? Sorry about that.
Right.
Okay, so, well, since Goldie can't do any reporting, unfortunately.
Right. Well, and that camera would not work from 1 kilometer, right? The eyes of the bird will, but not the camera, right?
And can Goldie, even if Goldie were to spot something and fly down and talk to her, can Goldie give any information to Vernandi? Can they communicate to each other with any way?
So yes, and that is what that drawing was, right? So that was I assume that was Goldie taking a look, and the drawing from there. That's the amount of information you could get from that.
Draw
from the other map.
When I scratched it with one of his talons in the dirt.
The other map, what I drew there, that was what you.
So, well, then why don't we try that first? Have Goldie go up to far distance away, look around, up in the sky where nobody's paying attention, and even if they did see him, he's far enough away. So that's odd, but he's far enough away. He's far away. So maybe just have him take a view from the sky, see what he could see, then come by and tell Vernandi if he sees anything.
Right.
And
But
then
what I'm saying is that they did, that is exactly what the other map was. The drawing I drew, the white box. And yeah,
okay.
that is
But he,
exactly.
but there
The
was,
bird
I mean,
does not have human consciousness or mental
sure,
capability. Yes.
I understand that, but my question then, couldn't it, I mean, if it could see all the buildings, couldn't it have seen what's in the middle of all the buildings, especially if they're big guns?
Uh, he would have said there was big guns, but more than that, he would not have been able to communicate anything.
Well, I mean, he could. I mean, he could draw. Excuse my poor drawing skills, but maybe I could do better than a bird. Probably not.
Uh, yeah, but no, that's the limit of the communication that's possible. You know, yes, you know that there is big guns in here and troops, and that's that. You cannot get more info out of the bird.
He couldn't have drawn something like an X to show where the big guns were, or something.
Yeah, no, it does not have that faculty to do
Okay.
that. Yeah. It
Okay.
does.
Well,
It
then,
did say that there were the enemy units, and it did like make the sound for dark knights and big guns, right? So you know they're there, but it doesn't. It can't convey. There's 3 of them, and they're on this side, or 2 of them are there. That it can't do that.
okay, sure. So then, yeah. Sure. I guess I will. It's because I have the numbers, I suppose. I'll go ahead and sneak forward and tell Fernandi and Genevieve to get ready. You know, if I start yelling or something like that, go ahead and bring this. You know, to bring the team forward, and we'll try to occupy that first building. This
Right. This one. This one. Ah, nice. Okay.
you know, I'll be if I say attack or give the word or something like that. You're gonna want to run forward as fast as you can and occupy that building by force, just like breaking through the windows, just getting in there as fast as you can.
Okay.
But hopefully I won't get spotted. So
Okay. So this kind of terrain here, shooting through this bush is almost impossible after like 10 inches because of the density. Right. So you get there. So you roll a stealth roll.
cool.
Yeah, and you have quite high bonuses because of darkness and cover. So it's +8. Yeah. No, it's plus. Yeah, I don't. I just.
I like +8. I won't argue.
Yeah. It is that much at that point. So yes, it's +8. Roll +8. Right. Okay. So 13.
Wow, that's
So
horrible.
I have to roll for the bad guys. Let me here. And they have some other issues that you are not aware of. Let me see. Where did it go? Right. Yes, nothing there. And now I have to show you stuff. Reveal. Right. Do you see something?
I do see some stuff.
Hmm. So it seems to be, yeah, that's what you see. So, and you have
All
battle,
right.
right? Do roll battle.
Say again.
Do roll a battle. No, actually, you knew this was a spa. That was what we said right last time. A self-propelled artillery. It looks like that here. This blue thing here.
Okay. All right. I'm going to. I'm just going to move my token slowly, and then you tell me when to stop.
Okay, so I think stealth is half speed normal stealth thing.
Oh, I'm not even going half. I'm going a quarter.
Okay, so you're just going a little bit further down. Yes.
Yeah.
So do roll one more time. Oh, you're going up? You're going up?
I want to check out that building. I kind of saw what was in between the buildings there, and now I want to
Right.
see what's in the building.
Right. So roll. So you did not go closer to these guys. Roll a notice from where you are. You do not have a good view of the building. You would need to get, yeah, there. So that would be one stealth roll to get there. Yeah, that would be one stealth roll to roll that.
Holy cow! I'm rolling like
Nice,
crap.
nice, yeah. But you do have +8, so that's, and I have to roll for the other side.
Wow.
1 moment.
Rolling garbage. Ones and twos.
Right. Okay, and now roll a notice roll. And this is at minus. It's -3. No, 4. Okay, you do see that there is some commotion in this building. Some Dark Knights in there.
Right.
There's 3. You see 3 of them are there.
Three and. I'm going to sneak back to the others, or try to, and hope I roll.
You're sneaking. Maybe first plot the with the arrows where you're going before you move? Oh, back to the group. Okay, cool. You don't need to roll for that.
Close and personal with Renandi, and I'll wave over Sergeant Etienne too, and get real close and personal, probably within an inch, and tell them that I saw 3 individuals in this building. Black Knight, Dark Knight, Black Knight, not Batman, but Black Knight
Right.
guys in there. And I saw 3 more over here.
Where?
And some sort of vehicle behind them, some sort of thing. I can't really tell what it was.
You do guess it's one of those self-propelled artilleries, because that was what
Okay,
the
so,
mission. That was what the
one of
mission
the-
said. Yeah.
One of the big guns behind there. My suggestion at this point would be to call in our artillery, and pace this place, and then go in.
Okay. So there's a whole bunch of rules for the artillery. I can read
We
them.
are too damn close, actually, for us to use it.
Yep.
But we are way too close for us to be calling in artillery. But live fast, die young, right?
Yeah. The artillery is quite unprecise. Yeah, that's the other issue. Yeah. But I will read the rules for that. Necropolis. There. So I will start with at the other end. So when you have called them in, you will either be calling in a Judea tank, a Constantine Spa, a Basilica, or some missiles, MRLSs, which I'm not sure what it is, but I guess it's like gigantic missiles.
Multiple rocket something. They got like multiple war. My memory of this old, but it's like multiple warheads on a single rocket, I think.
Right. So each one of these is you place where you want it to go, and it will always deviate. It will never hit the actual place. And then also another thing is that it will come in after a D6 or a D4, according to which one you get, rounds. So you're waiting for it to come, and you don't know when. You don't know when it will come, but you can't call in, and it will be there. It takes some rounds for it to come, and then they will shoot for a couple of rounds, which you don't know, and then it will stop. So this is the general mechanism for all of these, and you could get the good ones, the strong ones, or the less strong ones. That's chance.
So you could call them here, and we retreat for the next round, and we retreat for the next round, and so on, right?
Where
Get
did
away
you?
from the blast.
Where did you?
Well, yeah, Ariane, what do you think? And sister? It'll always deviate.
It will always deviate, and we have discussed this deviation before. It is like when you tell the system or tell it the rockets or something to shoot here, then there's actually a circle some distance away where they will hit more frequently than the middle where you have asked them to hit. And that's just like a game mechanic. It's not really realistic, but that's how it's written.
Where's the part where it says we don't know when it will stop?
So each time, each round, it hits first. It always goes before everyone else, unless the person has a joker. And then after it's hit, you roll the bingo die, and if that comes up a 1, you don't get another round.
Right, but right, and that's exactly what it says. But that just means it's you're rolling the bingo die to see if you can call it again. I don't think it doesn't keep firing and firing and firing until it runs out. You call it, it shoots. You roll the bingo die, and then it's either you still got if it doesn't roll bingo die, then that means next round you call again, and then you wait the 3 or 4.
No, you don't know. When it starts shooting, it keeps on each round bombarding until the bingo die comes up a 1. And when it does that, then it's not going to shoot again. You have to call in again after that. But note that you're at -3 the next time you call in. For each support roll attempt in the past 8 hours, you get -3. So it is generally just once you're going to get this help.
But then what prevents the guys that are firing, once they shot their last missile, to call you up and say, we're out of missiles?
Well, that's what they do actually. When the bingo die comes up a 1, you get a call. Sorry, we can't assist anymore.
Okay, but then we know that we're out of them. That's my question.
Yes, you do know. Yeah. You don't know how long it will be, but when it runs out, you will know. Yes. So.
Okay. All right. At least more.
Any chance of innocence inside the compound?
No. This place has been captured 5 years ago, and you have not seen innocents. Oh well, you did see some in that when you saved them while by the sea. Do you remember that? You did see some innocent people, but there's no indication that this is any innocent people here. No.
Yeah, they're probably begging for death at this point, if there are any, and at this point they've been so mistreated, I'm sure.
You did save a bunch, yeah, and they were really grateful.
That was a one battle. He lost so many. He lost half of them or something like.
Yeah, many of the people died. But you did do the. I mean, it's written in the quest how many required, and you did get the required. I think the required for that quest was only 25% survival of the.
Yeah, I think we beat that, but it was still.
It was horrible. Yeah, it was slaughter. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Okay, so. And there's no vampires here, so they probably don't have any reason to have any, like, food supply nearby.
Cool. Well, Ariane, what do you think? Just call it in for the center mass here, and then we get away towards the APCs for load up and retreat.
I also would just like to reiterate the deviation is quite big.
It'd be up to 19 inches.
Yeah.
No, it could be up 38 inches.
Yeah, 30. Yeah. The barrage is 2d10 -1 times 2, so that's up to 30, 20. Math. Why that
Yeah,
is,
it could be up to 38. So
yeah, so that's the barrage. That's the rockets, and then we have the spas. No, all of them do that. Yeah, all of them do that. Yeah, that's quite horrible. So how much is that through the? I think it's like the whole map here, or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, it's
Yes.
like the whole map. It can. If you say bombard the middle, it will hit the whole map more or less.
Yeah, we're going to have to back off.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but this
Keeping in mind that
is a issue because if you tell it to hit the middle, there's a higher chance that it will hit in a circle around than the middle. So it's not that realistic.
no, it's not anywhere being realistic.
No, but I mean, even statistically, the distribution is slightly off. I mean, if you when you're shooting something and you miss, then okay, it does hit farther off. But you're not missing here. You're actually trying to hit. So yeah, it's a longer discussion. I have talked about it before. If we want to change that. So I'm not talking about the maximum distance. I'm talking about the distribution of the
Right.
points here.
So we would probably back up each squad about 10 inches, and that should keep us safe. So we'd probably do just off the map on each squad, and then just have them keep throwing rounds until they run dry. And then when we know that they're running dry, we'll start moving up. Once we know for sure the last round is landed, then we'll move up quick and try and take advantage of the fact that they've just
Okay.
been hit with all.
Also, this area is not that easy to walk through, so it is hard terrain also. Just so you know that also. You can't run that good through here.
Thanks. Should we get inside the APCs to avoid
No.
getting blown up?
No, because if it hits, because you're just all a big target inside there. So if something lands short, everybody's inside that thing. It'll go right through the top of the armor on that thing, and it would protect you if it's somewhat, if you're a little bit away. But if it's the round is somewhat away, maybe. But you don't want to be. You want to be spread out when you're under a possible artillery barrage.
So that somebody survives.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I will read the exact rules now for 5 because it seems like you're going with that. So first, the commander has to succeed in calling in. And the commander, the senior knight gets +1 because it's a senior knight. You do not have dedicated artillery for this mission, so you don't get plus for that. You're not about to be overrun, so you just get +1, and he rolls a d6, and he has to get 4. If that happens, we know that this mission, it will be artillery support. He rolls again on a d8 to find out which type it is, and these are the different types. They do different damage. The player can place as many of the vehicle's rockets as he wishes on the battlefield each turn, but all rockets fired in a single round must be adjacent. Next roll a d12, and that also deviation. This is the direction, the number of inches the round deviate, measured from the center of each template. Goliath multiple rocket launch system, up to 8 200 millimeter 4d8 damage in a large burst template, or 6 300 millimeter rockets 3d8 damage in a large burst template. Judea, that was the other one. There's a 3d6 damage in a medium burst template. And
so there is no possibility of air support, right? It's just strictly artillery.
yeah, no air support. A Basilica, and there's just different template and damage. But the main issue is that deviation, and you get to the bingo die. So if you get a Constantine or a Basilica, they have lots of missiles. But if you get but they're just one at a time. It's just one at a time if you get those. Yeah, and if you get a Judea, the bingo die is less, and Goliath they're even less. I don't know if I'm helping or just confusing you guys. Okay, the main point I want to come with is that it is quite bad hit rate and
Inaccurate.
inaccurate, and it's not that many. You have to be really lucky to get many rounds. So that's the point.
And then there's still one missile on one of the APCs.
Yeah, that follows a different mechanism, but yeah, there is one there.
So does as the blue squad as they're currently situated, they've got a couple of guys closest to the road got a view of the road. Do they see any sort of mines or obstacles?
No, I'm gonna say that when you get there, you don't, because if you get close enough to see something, you also have a chance to be seen. So either that this bush here is very dense, more dense than it looks like, or they are actually further back because they have not stealthed to take a peek. You need to roll a stealth roll to take a peek.
So you couldn't, with our handy dandy binos, we couldn't go 20 meters back, crawl up to the edge of the road and look down the road and see if we can spot anything.
Yes, but then there is also a chance that you could be seen. You could do that. We could say that, but we have to roll that then.
Sure. When we pull back to not get blown up by our own stuff, I'll sneak up to the edge of the road and look down there with binos and see if we.
Okay, so you are all moving like off the map then, right?
I've got 10 inches back or
10
so.
inches
That
back.
way
Okay.
I can get blown up.
Right. And I have said that the terrain is rough terrain here. Through the bushes, to move through it's double movement cost to go through the bushes here.
So, yeah, well, we're not even going to. Yeah, right. But we won't even call the artillery until we're set. So
Okay,
once we're
good.
set.
Okay, so do roll another stealth roll.
Just me, or
yes, you're taking a peek. That was what you said, right?
right? But that's after everybody's moved back that 10 inches. So
Okay, so let's say
not,
they have done that now. Everyone's back because that's off the map. So I'm not gonna move you. So roll a stealth roll. Nice, and I will roll for the bad guys. And now you're even further away, so it's different. Right, so I will reveal more to you here. So that is apparent when you get there.
No obstacles on the road.
No obstacles on the road. No.
So then we'll just stage the APCs, as they can't do much where we're at, as previously indicated. We'll just stage them just off the road, right up off the map there, a little further back, so that they can just drive easily right onto the road and come down the road.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So now you're going to call it in?
Oh, actually, hold on. So right now the APCs are. So right now, if we did this right, we at our we are probably one moment while I measure. So we are probably some 40 inches away from the. Okay, but never mind. They can't even see it. Never mind. Okay, forget about it. So yeah, then they are staged just right off the road, south of the road, ready to drive onto it and come down the road if needed.
Okay, cool. Okay, so so just to be clear, it will take you one round to run to the positions you are now. So
Okay.
right now, how the way you're put your the tokens, it's not the actual positions. You're off the map, but it will
Sure.
take you one round of running to get to this position. So do place your characters tokens where you want to be when you enter the map. Because right now everyone is jumbled here, down here. Because maybe you want Etienne to be over there. I don't like that. I don't know.
Hmm. So can we choose to enter from a different direction from where we came, or do we have to use the direction?
No,
This
you can.
direction over
You
here.
can. Okay, I would say you have enough. You have the feeling that when you started planning, you had a feeling that they will start shooting within 2 hours. So now you really don't know exactly. So from that point on to now, maybe it's been 45 minutes. So yeah, so just so you know, there is a slight time issue here, but not that much. You could change your entry point if you want. Say you want to enter from another place. I mean, in the lowest left corner, right corner, that would be outside the possible point of. You can just place them there, and we can say that you are there. If you want to do that, right? So you can like over here. This is the maximum deviation, right? So you could put your
Well, it'll be
guys.
a little farther than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because depending on each large template, because it won't.
Good point. Yeah. So the actual
So
template is.
it'll be more like some.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes, answering your question, you can enter from whatever part you want, but I think you just get enough time to do it once now, and then it's like getting close to when you need to take this out, because they will start shooting soon.
Right.
So yeah, if you want to
Shift yellow
enter.
squad down a little. Just this as a suggestion, maybe something. Maybe something like that. Because you don't. The thing is, you want to reduce the amount of fire that you can get when you come in. So at this point in time, we can get really effective fire from this building here. And maybe. So we don't want to, and we want to be able to concentrate our fire on a single place too. Like maybe we would want yellow team to either put a whole lot of fire on here. We want to avoid getting fire from that stupid bunker.
This one?
Right.
Do Dark Knights carry guns?
Yeah, rifles
Okay.
with grenade launchers.
Okay, and
Well,
so
and
we
then you
just need
see
to
that
take out...
this one over here has actually a machine gun. So this nest here has a machine gun.
Okay. And we just need to take out the missile, the long range missiles, the missile batteries, right? And then we could get out.
That's
Yep.
the mission, yes.
Okay.
So whoever's here maybe move down.
Oh yeah, Venandi, you should move to this point.
Okay.
Okay. So, and also, I mean, logically thinking, they would also pick up your call to call in the bombardment.
Oh, sure, they might, but
Yeah, but let's just let's say that they don't do that. Let's
even if they did, in 2 or 3 rounds later, they're going to be hit with a bunch of
that's
artillery,
true.
and
Yeah.
they're going to know we're somewhere nearby.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say you start to go, and also there's no rules for re-rolling these fire support rolls, but I would allow you to use bennies to do that. Now, the mechanism is we have said that you could just call in and say you're calling for Etienne and still get the +1, so that's fine. But you do have to use a Benny to re-roll any of these rolls, even though it doesn't say that, but we allow that.
So everybody's back at 3 bennies right now, or what?
No, because this is halfway through. The other quest was just half the quest, so we're at the bennies that you have. So you're at 4 and Venandi is 4, but Genevieve is at 0, and I am at 2 just. So.
Oh, good call. Hey, Genevieve, take one of my bennies.
Oh, thank you.
You could do that whenever you want, right? You don't need to do it now.
I want to do it now.
Okay, good. Do it now. Okay, so you have to drag it off, and Kurt has to take it. So right click, take.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
So that's an edge that allows you to do that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. He has a common bond.
Now, Jax, that leaves me with 3. Are those Goldies or are those Venandis?
Those are Venandis. Yeah, Goldie has his on him 3. He has 3 left. I don't think he used any, so he has 3. Yeah, he starts with 2, and then Andrew drew a joker, so you got 1 each. And Kurt went bananas trying to hit with his rocket there last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So let's start with the first roll then. So at +1, you're rolling for the air support. Not the air support, sorry, the artillery support. So you roll a d4 +1, and it has to be a 4 or more to at all say yes.
Okay.
So do you want me to do it? I can do it also.
Sure, it's a d6 though, +1.
Right, d6 +1, sorry. And it doesn't ace. Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, I don't want to get blamed for this.
That's true.
See?
So it didn't work. Yeah. So sorry. So yeah, you need to, if you want to use a Benny, you could re-roll this. If you don't want to use a Benny,
Yeah.
you could just also do re-roll, but that would be at a -3, so you would be rolling at -2 total.
You'd need a 6. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use them.
Right. Okay. So we roll again. Let's hope for a better chance. Right.
There we go.
You get through. Yeah. Awesome. So now it's a D8 for the type. You still want me to roll that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Here we go. A 1. That's the Judea medium tanks. So this is what it says.
Wow, that's horrible.
So the D4 is the delay, and the D6 is the bingo die. And the damage is 6 templates of medium templates of 3d6 damage each, and these are heavy weapons. No AP though, so not that good actually. So you could re-roll this with a Benny also, if you want to get another weapon. These are the least strong, yeah. But you get a lot of them. But then the bingo die is not that big, so yeah.
Sure, I'll blow another.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, a 4. That is a Constantine. That's much better. Constantine. 4d10. Large burst template. So 2. You get 2 4d10, and I can't really paste this in. 2 4d10 in a large burst template. And
large.
This, yeah. So this is much better. So that's the delay, and that's the bingo die. So it's quite low chance of stopping. But just 2. The other one could shoot 6.
Okay. And those are large templates, right?
Yes, large template. Yeah. So place them where you want to hit.
So yeah, the problem is I won't be able to do it because it's the blackness over the thing.
Oh, you can't move it in
seeing.
even. Okay, right. So
move it in there, but I can't see it. So
right. Well, how do we do that? Okay, so we could just use. We could just employ what's it called? Dramatic irony. So you just don't act as you see what's going on there. I can just remove that black thing.
or you could just put them like that and just stick it in the center mass. It's up to you. I think that's a pretty good. You could, as they're currently oriented, if you want to keep the fog of war there, just move what I've put there into the center mass of that
right.
area.
I get it. Yes, but actually, I also have difficulty moving them in there. Let me take a look. Okay, I can do it here.
And Jax, is there double damage from this where the circles overlap?
Oops.
Is there a point in having overlap?
No, it just hits once and then the other one hits. It's not like it gets double damage. But
Then
let's split them up so there's no overlap.
Well, it's going to be so random. It's it's going to be so random. So I just put them right next to each other just so. Right. I mean, I guess, okay, that's a good point. I guess there is really no point in putting them right next to each other because they can't, even if they roll spot on, they're still going to deviate some. So that's actually, your point is a good.
Well, statistically, because of the mechanics of the game, let me just move for a moment. So statistically, if you put like this and this,
Well, I can't see what you did with the second one.
if you scroll out, so something like this is the highest chance of hitting anything in the middle, or even actually further. Something like this. I haven't done the exact math, but this is much higher is the chance of hitting the middle than putting both of them in the middle, because of the weird quirk of the rules. It's not like natural math. It's just because of the dice that they have chosen.
Interesting.
Yeah, I did
Seems
mention
little,
this.
I understand what you're saying. It seems a little far out. So why not?
Yeah, I don't know the exact, but principle is that this would be a higher chance than. So you want to go with that? That does make mathematical sense, but I mean it's so random anyway that it's just so. Yeah.
Hold on. We need to make sure we can hit those buildings.
But
So
the big guns are most likely to be in the middle. Would you think?
yeah, but the deviation is going to be at a minimum. So if we rolled a 2 on the 2d10 minus 1, so 1 inch deviation times 2, so a minimum of 2 inches deviation in.
Okay, that's right. Because the DB, it's yeah.
So we could also just choose to use another deviation mechanism, right? A more realistic, like redo the rules. And I have talked about this before. So right now, this point, this circle here, is the most chance of hitting anything. Not where you put the thing, but where 20 inches out. That's the highest probability. But one would think the highest probability should be in the middle, and then go out in a smooth fashion or something like that, right?
Well, fine, just leave it there. If the math works best that way, just leave them more there, whatever's the best mathematics.
Okay. Right. But then it will hit you guys more also, right? Because you're coming from this spot, right?
Yeah. So, jeez, man. I mean, this is World War I accuracy.
Yeah.
Not even World War I. So, have you, just out of curiosity, I would maybe, just for if you got free time on your hands someday and you're bored out of your mind, maybe check the other Savage World stuff like Weird War, or some of the other things. Maybe they got better rules for this kind of stuff.
Right. But if we're talking about changing the rules, then we can do it right now.
I'm not saying do it now.
We could do it now because I have thought about this, and it is not realistic, and it is quite like a toy, right? It's like the rules are made for a toy, not reality. So let's say that instead of, first of all, let's do half distance, so it's only up to 20, and then instead of rolling d12, you roll no, sorry, it's only one die. It's only one die, and it's d. Yeah, it's still d12. So then it's like exact distribution across the area, and it is more realistic. Let's, however, say that each time you roll, there's like a small chance that it will deviate a lot. So you roll also a. Let's say if the d20 comes up 20, then it will explode. So you roll twice. Let's do that. So you roll 1d20, and if that one is a 20, then you roll another one. Hello? Did I miss you?
I happen to have Weird War 2, and I was just taking a quick look at how they.
Oh.
I copy pasted it and put it in the Discord chat.
Right. So this is much less deviation for a World War II, you said?
Yeah, this is World War II. Weird War 2, yes. So what it allows you to do is adjust fire, which is
Oh,
actually
you do get to adjust fire here also, but that's you do each round you get to move the where you want it to go. You do get that still, but the deviation here is much less. 1d10 minus 1. It says, or 2d10 if you actually wanted to go wide. But it is also not that strong. These weapons are much stronger. So yeah. So yeah, but this is clear that it's lower. It's lower distance. So I'm gonna make something up here. So let's do instead of 2d20, let's roll 4, because we're rolling just here. We don't need to actually. Has to be. Right. Let's do this, and then we roll the direction just from 1 to 6. So this can go. This can deviate negatively, but we only do half the direction. Okay. What do you think,
Sure.
guys?
Sure.
Okay. So this will be give it a high distribution in the middle. You see the distribution is quite. You roll. This is actually a little bit too much. You do hit quite good here. Middle. I don't know what to do.
Well, and we could just use the rules as is, and then just hope, and then just maybe just use the adjust rules so we can adjust some of this stuff, and just hope we don't hit the bingo die. So we get enough chances to bring it in. And the only thing I would suggest.
Let's try this.
Adjust.
Let's try this. This one is a little bit different. No. Okay, I can't do this on the. I have to put it through some calculations. Yeah.
Yeah. I would suggest just use the rules as is, except maybe in the adjusting fire phase, don't just we can be more accurate with our adjusting fire and ignore the part about that last little paragraph in adjusting fire about keep deviating. Even if you adjust it, you still got to deviate. I would just say ignore that, so it goes a little faster and it gives us a little more control.
Okay, so you assist me in this rules here, because I don't know them by heart. So you get to adjust, but it still deviates next turn also, right?
Well, no. So I'm using the adjust fire rules in Necropolis. So the first first salvo hits, use the normal deviation rules. Then if we don't bingo, then we could adjust the barrage the next round, and it just will shift it. We would just shift it any way we want, 10 inches, and just make it like that. And then if we get another bingo, if we don't get another salvo and it doesn't bingo, we can adjust another 10 inches off that.
Okay, but it still deviates again, right? Or it doesn't deviate anymore?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying ignore that because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it bogs down this process even more so.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying ignore that little last part there because it is a little insane. And just that way you get the craziness in the beginning, but you allow us to fix the craziness a little bit better as we go along.
Right. Okay. So let's roll for delay. So, well, actually, it's no difference, right? You're just gonna wait until it hits, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna wait anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's no point in rolling for delay. Okay, so we're just gonna use the actual deviation then. So for this one, roll 2d d20 minus 2, and then roll direction a d12. Did you roll? Oh, here we go. 9
direction.
That's good.
And 12 inches.
12 inches. Well, that's the wrong 2D. You did.
Oh well. Wait. I didn't multiply it. It just subtracted the. Oh, okay. I see what it did. Yeah.
You have to put the
It's
path.
multiplied to -1 by 3.
And
rather
it has
than
to
the
be
whole thing.
2d20. There's a 2d20, not a 2d10.
No, it's 2d10. Yeah, it's 2d10.
Right. Okay.
And I multiplied it by 3. I completely screwed it up. So
Okay. So that is 6 plus 9, 15 minus 1, 14 times 2, 28.
not time. It's 28.
28. Yeah.
I screwed the
So,
pooch
but
on
that goes
one.
this way. 28. Doink. Okay. Then that will hit the road there. Next is this one. So do again.
Just trying something here. Yeah, that works. That works better. Okay, there. Got it right.
Right. And I have read it a little bit. This is actually just the first round that they deviate that much. Then they deviate. Oh, that was the one you thought I should. No. This part is good. Let's use this last part. I haven't seen this part here because the second rounds deviate much less, right? D8 minus 1 just. So you can move them 10 inches and then they deviate less also. So let's go with that. That does make lots of sense. 12, that is straight north, right? No, you haven't rolled the direction. Okay, so actually it's not that bad because this is just the first one that's really off. And then it becomes much better. 11, it's off then. It's really like bad. Something like that, right? Okay, so but now we enter turn order. So let's see. Give everyone their card. You guys are in there already. Let's remove this guy and add some new guys.
Okay.
And we also have what's it called? This guy. There we go. Right. So this next round, you get to move these templates 10 inches and they deviate.
Yeah, that was that last deviation part. Well, that was the part I was suggesting we forget about. But
but that's the part that makes it realistic, because this gigantic deviation constantly, that's what's not realistic. But the last part makes it that
it makes it realistic. More realistic.
Yeah.
If the commander's not calling in corrections. If he just says fire for effect, maybe. But if he's calling corrections, then it doesn't really actually make that whole lot of sense. But so we can do whatever you want to do. So moving it
to
10.
correct them now, and then they will just deviate much less. But this is what rockets. This is a Constantine. No, this is not rockets. So
no, this is not right.
So it just deviates d4 minus 1. This is good. Okay, cool.
I'll put the arrow, but you're going to have to move it because I can't.
Right. That's correct. So yeah, I guess it's just in. Yeah, good point. Right, and then the other one also, I just guess, move into the middle, right? Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys to use dramatic irony to just ignore the fact that you don't see in there, because let's just show this part here.
Yeah, you're going to have to move it down, a little bit further because I went from center to center, so we can act like adults.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't know actually what's in there, but now you can move them to where you want to have them go. So this is what you see, right? And then the other one. And we did forget this.
That's about right.
Right, okay.
And then you wanted to roll deviation again from there?
Yes, so yeah, okay. But now it's just d4 minus 1.
It's still distance. It's still 1d12, right, for direction, though, right?
Yes.
And we didn't roll for the bingo die either, so you need to do that.
Oh yeah, roll that. That's so that was what these had the bingo die of 10, I think. Let me check that. Yeah. Bingo die is 10, d10. So 1 on a d10 is bad news.
No, you go ahead and roll that. I don't want to get blamed for this.
Okay, give me a moment. Right. These guys were also there. Here we go. Okay. Yes, okay. So now roll a deviation, direction, and distance. Right, so the direction is north, and the distance is, and this is the first one, right? So 3. So you hit that one. Boink. Awesome. So roll 4d10.
Somebody else roll this. Somebody else roll some dice here.
Yes.
So at least you're getting into it.
Sure, I'll do it.
There you go.
4d10, and this is, of course, exploding. Okay, we're gonna go with the first one. 15. Yeah, it hit this AP carrier, but it did not get through its armor. It is shooting.
Remember, it's hitting from the top, so it's
right. Does it say that? Air bursts. Artillery versus vehicles. If the vehicle is enclosed, there's a good chance to strike relatively weak deck armor.
Roll a d6.
That's if it hits right on. It did not hit right on. See, if...
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so the other one. This did not do anything to this guy here. Roll the other one.
Go for it.
Wait, you did roll 15, right? This is actually one wound. One wound on this one here, because we are using the directional armor, and this was pointing north, so this one takes one wound. Right. Another one, 6 is due south and just moves 1 inch. Okay. Whoops, why did I do that?
No, because I was on at the same time, so it went like that.
Okay, cool. Right.
So nothing.
Nothing there. We did do 1 damage with the first one.
Okay, 1 damage to the APC there, or whatever it was.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So bingo die again.
Oh wait, it's your turn now, Venandi. Are you just running in?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. I thought I forgot we were going in turn order. Never mind.
Yes.
Me too.
So is everyone just running in? We could just say that, and then you will.
No. We're not running in because we don't want to get blowed up. So we're going to wait for the artillery to get done and then run in.
Oh wait, because we thought we didn't see the last part, so you would know that was just at the start. It will deviate that much. Now it won't deviate that much, so you can. Right? We said you will not go in because it will deviate quite a lot, but now you know it doesn't deviate that much.
Yeah, I guess sure. Why not? We have a bit. Well, yeah, and they can only see 10 inches out anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
sure,
also
yeah, we can move up.
yeah.
Yeah,
And remember, you don't actually see. You know that they're there, but you don't see.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we can move
Okay,
up.
so everyone moves to the positions they are at now at this round. Then there is a bingo die. Yeah, a D10, and maybe Venandi. No one wants to roll the bingo die, I guess.
We want to blame you. We don't want to get the blame.
Right. Okay, I am the evil one. Good.
Yes, you're the evil GM. You get
Right. Okay.
all righty there.
Right. So next turn, more cards. Let's go to this one and deal. And however, those guys do get to so they did not do anything. Yeah, I forgot. So they do. Yeah, at the end of that last turn, they are gonna run. So these guys, they run out. Let me show them. These guys will run out. And this guy also. And these guys will run into the vehicles. Whoops. Oh. And this guy also. Right. Okay, and now you bombard again. So you get to move it 10 inches. So note that you don't know what's happening in there, right? So it will probably towards center mass, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. You can move it now. It's not. There's no black stuff. that was not. That was 10 inches, right?
No, I think that was good, but okay, fine, whatever you want.
Okay,
I
and
went
then
from front end to front end, so I think I got it right.
okay. Let's put it back then. So this one also to center mass, right? Like that. Or you want to try to take out this thing here?
Yeah, I'm thinking we could see the APC, so why not try?
Yeah, so you could just say move there, right? Okay, so right, now roll deviation for the top one. Oh, you did that. So south and just 1 inch. So that's really bad for me. Oh, you just got one guy anyway.
Actually, it's. I think the way we've been doing it, that should actually have gone to the west, right? The 9 o'clock would be the west.
Oh, right. That's true.
Not going to get hit, but it'll still be over the tank. So if we
That's
hit
true.
it,
That's true.
then
Yeah, that it will be on the top of the tank. So
well, it can't.
so I would say this is on the unit, so it's above, from above. So what does that say from above?
Roll a d6 odds. Odd
Odd
means it's even it strikes against the side armor. Odd it strikes against the half the target's weakest armor.
right.
Probably back armor, I would think.
Okay, so why don't you roll that, Kurt, since you're rolling the damage. So roll a d6 and then roll damage.
So side armor, right?
Side armor. Okay, so that's just 10. And then damage?
Okay, 40, 10.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oi,
Nice.
oi, oi. Okay, so the side armor has side armor is
10? Right?
no, it's 20. It's 20. I saw wrong last
20.
time. 20, yeah. So 32 is 4 or 5, something like that.
3.
3. Okay, it's still alive.
Good shooting, good rolling dice. Okay. Now for the deviation on the.
Three, yeah. It's down to just one more hit and then it's out. Just move this.
No, we didn't do the deviation for the lower one. We already did the deviation for that one. So
Oh,
you
no,
need to
I'm
move
just
that
moving
one
it.
back.
I'm just moving it to indicate the damage.
Oh.
Okay, so now you're rolling deviation for the lower one. That's northeast and just 1. Let's see here. Just 1. Okay, so that was yeah. So you have to hit the base structure of these vehicles to hit it. So this is not a hit.
Sure. Yeah.
And the turret and the housing, missile cannon housing that's on skew, that doesn't count. It has to hit the base rectangle part, and this is just a miss. So you don't roll damage for this one then. You could, but
right.
This is like, yeah, okay. So then it is Goldie's turn.
Goldie's gonna try to distract whoever he saw moving, which, well, he was.
Right, so these guys, if Goldie's in the air, he would probably see these guys running here.
Which guys? Like these guys?
Yeah. However, there is like bombardment going on and stuff like that. So I would say he has to succeed in a notice roll to see those guys to get there. Yeah. So
Okay.
roll a notice. Right. Nice. So yeah, you did see a whole bunch of people running into the different vehicles, but these guys have not gotten into this one yet. They're running that way.
Okay. Now, when you say vehicles, are you referring to these big guns? They're mobile?
Yes. Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll go for this closest guy.
Which one is that?
Then then he'll fly straight up into this guy.
Okay, this guy here.
For,
Okay, he's not going into the vehicle. He's standing outside just. Yeah.
Oops, I meant this guy.
That guy. Okay, so but that what's this distance? Oh yeah, you should have had more distance. Yeah. Okay, so roll athletics then. You want to distract them with athletics? Right. Okay. So he has to counter you with agility. And he does. So he's not distracted or vulnerable. Genevieve, it's your turn.
All right. So what would you like me to do? Would you like me to? Would you like? What would you? What would you
I
like
think
me
we're
to
just.
do,
I think
Aaron?
we're. I think everybody's just moving forward. They're 5 inches for right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So
We'll move forward. Let's see. Okay, so moved up 5 inches. Are we like stealthing or what are we doing?
no, I think you're
No.
running, Max. Yeah.
Yeah, we're.
Okay. Alright, so it's moving up 6. Is that all we can do because we're running?
Yes, you're running 5 inches because it is difficult terrain.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So yeah. And
Okay.
Arion, you're doing the same then, I assume.
I get back.
Yeah. Did you move your? I don't think you moved.
No, the game.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. No, I'll move. I'll tell. Yeah, I think we're.
Okay. Right. Then it is Dark Knight Cedric. and his group. They are going to go into the vehicle. But they're not going to move yet. But these guys are gonna start to move. Yeah. And you do hear these movements from inside the...
Calling out the APCs from the road, so...
Right.
We could just get the tokens and I'll put a number by them signifying how far they are off the map.
Right. Okay, I'll get them. Or you could just drop them in. I'll get them.
I didn't want to screw up numbering or whatever you're doing, so...
Right. So,
I'll measure from the bunker how far off map they are.
okay, yeah. Yeah, because this one will be able to shoot at them. This guy here. Did you write? Yes, nice. Okay. Then the other Dark Knights, they are not doing anything.
Oh, that's wrong. I should be first. I measured from wrong. I'll correct.
Okay. Right, that was that. And these guys are actually in the vehicles. I'm gonna remove them for now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that guy. Okay, so Vinendi, it's your turn. Well, I guess you just move forward also, right?
Yep.
Run
Yellow
forward.
squad move up. I'll try to stay near everybody for healing.
Yes, Yellow squad did move up. You do have a longer. How much is it? 13. You run.
Yes, but not in this terrain. I guess it would
so
be
that's half.
6. Or...
So yeah, 6. So you can move up 6.
Okay.
Or 6.5 actually. You can move 6.5. Okay. Yeah. You don't want to move closer instead of sideways.
Well, I'm checking the range here.
Yeah, good point.
See.
Good point. Yeah.
So it looks like I could reach Well, not many.
Well, you were here,
some.
right? You were here.
Around here.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Okay.
good.
Good. Okay. So next turn. Did we roll? We did not roll bingo dice for this turn, did we?
No.
No. Okay, here it goes. Okay, still shooting. So, where do you want to move these things? Want to center it on the... I mean, you would know that it sounds like the vehicles are moving. So, you don't know where
Okay.
they are, but you do know they're moving now.
Okay.
So let's do the first one there. Roll
I would
deviation.
say I would say they're probably. We would figure they're probably just moving positions within the compound. So I'll just probably center mass the second one. So the first one will go ahead and do.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So there we go. I'll roll
Deviation, yeah. Right. So 4 is east, southeast, and you move 2. Yeah, so this is the side of the vehicle, or the back. Yeah, so roll damage then.
I think you need to see where you see my arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. So yeah, you're right. Never mind. Because I doubled it for some reason. So okay. Somebody want to roll the damage here?
Yeah. One for the AP carrier and one for the other one. So first the AP carrier.
Sure, I'll take care of it.
Go for it. Roll that 32 again.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah,
Oh,
only 20.
20.
You're
Okay.
You're fired.
Yeah, so that's
You're fired.
Yeah, you're fired. Yeah, so that's it
But it's
doesn't
average.
exactly.
No,
But
yeah, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
But roll now
affect
to hit
either
the
one,
spar
I
now. You'd also hit this other vehicle, right? So roll for that.
Yeah, roll damage again.
Okay.
Okay. So what does this do? Let me see. It's armor, and you're actually hitting the front of it. So let's see here.
I think we see that.
The front of it is 30.
Oh, okay.
30,
Well,
no, 30,
okay.
35 actually. 35 is the front toughness. So yeah, that did not get through.
Okay, because the thing you pointed up was the minesweeper. I don't think that's what you. Is that
No, that's not correct. This is a captured bombard spa, and you would know this because you have quite high. Let me just copy this to this one. And like that. Did you see it? I think you saw it now. Okay. So it was hit, but not. But we did forget to roll twice on the critical wound for the first vehicle. So roll that. Someone. There's actually a button for it. The vehicle critical hits in the buttons tab. In the collection tab. Sorry. Do you see it, guys? I don't know if you do.
Oh, rollable tables? You mean?
Macros. In macros, there is a vehicle critical hits. It says.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
Yeah, so, yes. Why don't you roll it, Sir M, twice? Right. So the first time, crew, but there was no one in it at that point. So direct damage, yeah. So this does not. This was the first hit. You hit the crew, but there was no one in it then, so no one got there. Second one was chassis, no special effects. Okay, so nothing to worry about there. Right, moving on then. I did not distribute new cards, so I will do that now.
We have to do the second.
Oh, right. You said towards the middle, right? So you could go like that, right? That's center mass.
Yeah, that looks about right. Sure.
Okay, so roll for deviation.
It's D what?
Aaron rolled. So that's west, going west, 3. This is max deviation. Right, let's see. Do you hit this one, actually?
Oh, yeah. We'll hit the turret armor.
Yeah, you do not hit this one, but you hit this one.
So they make no distinction for turrets in this game?
No, I did say that you have to hit the base rectangle.
Oh, okay.
That is a skew. That's just like flavor, right? It's you have to hit the base rectangle because these are not always situated. They can move around and stuff. So right, but this one is hit, and you hit it in the front. So it has more armor in the front. So do roll damage. 4d10 exploding.
Where our damage guy is.
Kurt.
Yes.
4d10
Okay.
exploding. Yes. Awesome.
Sure.
The 22, not enough. They have more armor, these guys. Right. Okay. Let me just check something. Because these are artillery, right? So they should have some more. They should have some AP, one would assume. Right.
Well, not per se. They're probably firing HE.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have AP. Okay, then I'm dealing cards now. To the turn order items. Okay, Venandi, you're first.
Yellow squad move up. So they can go 5, right?
5, yes.
And I'll move up a little.
Okay. So now you're actually in range here.
Good point.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
All right then. Thanks to our assault rifles.
Oh, not actually, not yet. You're 10 inches after 10 inches you can shoot.
Okay,
Okay,
that's it then.
that's it then. Yeah. Right. So after you, it is Genevieve.
All right. I guess we'll continue to move in. Do we have the ability to open fire yet, or no?
If you move forward at running and get to this area here, you can shoot at these guys here or the vehicle, but you will also be open. You could just stay slightly within the canopy also, of course. Does that help? So yeah, actually, so many of these guys, they can go forward and shoot. If you want to do that. Yes.
All right. Well, Genevieve will write you in and ask. Do you wish for me to launch an assault, or do you want me to hold off?
Yeah, we need to hold off until the artillery stops. So
Okay.
just get close enough to run in.
Okay.
Okay.
So the canopy
we'll
is
stay in,
such that you can choose yourself how much cover you want, but it's also gonna like subtract from you hitting. So it's just like a fuzz of vegetation, right? So you can go like all the way to the front, then you're not in cover, and then but you can hit easily, but you can stand back 2, then you can hit with 2, or you can stand back 4 and hit with 4 minus.
Okay, we'll stand back at 4.
Okay, so let me just put you guys forward then.
Okay.
Oh, that was your group. Sorry, that was your group. Sorry.
Right.
I thought she had.
That's good enough.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So, but the same thing is with your group there when you get to there. But you had these. Do they come closer? These guys.
Yeah, on their turn, they'll come down the road.
Well, this is their turn. Genevieve is running them.
Okay.
So you could shoot from where you are, 80 inches away. You could shoot.
They're just gonna aim instead of shooting just yet.
Okay, you could take an aim. That's an action you can take. So what are you? But you need to say what you're aiming at. You need to define that.
Okay, I would think they would probably be aiming at like the closest targets. So those guys over there, I would.
Those guys. These guys.
Probably, if they probably can't even see. Yeah, they would either shoot at the ones they could see would either be at the bunker or at the other APC.
Right. So one of them aims at the bunker, one of them aims at the AP carrier?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And they can move up to 12 without they can still move 12, right?
Yes. You want to come closer from 80 to 68?
68. I'll fit.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you can actually correct that number.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You also are playing Etienne, so I don't know where he is. Somewhere. But he's probably just giving directions to corrections for that thing. Here he is. I moved him forward a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Okay. So that was Genevieve. And now the spas, they will have to go on hold because this other one is in the way. So we move forward to Goldie. There's no one running towards any vehicles now, but there are some knights just out in the open.
Good call. Okay, this guy's gonna get aerial attack here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for blood this time.
Okay. Attack. Nice. Yeah, so do roll attack.
All right. Thought I had it ready, but I was wrong. I switched it to distract.
Nice. 11. That's a hit with a raise, I think. Give me one. It's not with a raise, actually. Well, it is, because they're not holding their shields at the moment. So that's hit with a raise. Roll damage. 15. He's shaken, that guy. Nice job.
Good job, Goldie.
Yeah. And Goldie gets away, I assume, because otherwise they'd probably be shot at. Right?
Good idea. Straight up again.
Oh, I would recommend fly behind the house or something, right? Because straight up they can shoot you. But if you go behind the house...
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So, Dark Knight Cedric, he will move out of this area and start to move. There we go. Yeah, and his tokens are just still lying there, but they're actually in the car. The cannon, though, will turn around and shoot at the AP carrier. The only difference is one of them has a rocket. So, which one has the rocket? He can't see that.
Okay, well, remember, let me move these out of the way.
Yeah. I'm going to roll 1 or 2 for which one he's shooting at, but you do tell me which one has the rocket.
Well, my question to you is, can he even see them? Because
I thought you said they went into the road.
Right, they did, but watch what I'm going to draw.
All right.
From center mass there, and you look at the curvature of the road, but maybe the road curves differently off map. But just looking at the curvature of the road, it's starting to curve up towards the 12 o'clock position. His line of sight's got to cover.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is line of sight, because you also took aim at them, right? You drove on and you said you're taking aim, so there it is open. The road does turn back in and becomes a straight line, so you can see.
But remember, also, when we were aiming at this position here.
Where?
Where we were at, we may have line of sight.
Yeah, he does have line. Yeah, he does have line of sight at this point. If he drives further on, he might not, but he does have. Also, the one that has the missile left has also lost 1 hit point. So, which one has the missile?
Just pick one. It doesn't matter. Say the one on the left.
One on the left. Okay, I'm gonna put a dude here, some kind of marker. Missile. What would that be? Ooh, shit. This. Okay, so he also had 1 less hit point. Okay, and then I'm gonna roll a 1 is the left one, a 2 is the right. Okay, he's shooting at the right one. So what's the distance? You did move to that, and that is for the cannon. That's at medium range. So -2 for range, and minus. No, wait. They have night vision, right? So -1 for darkness. Here we go. Oh, that I didn't put the minus in, so that's a miss. This deviates, but we're not like. Yeah, let's roll for deviation. See how far it goes. 6. Okay, that missed them. I'm gonna just say that missed them. Okay, that's right. Moving on. Dark Knights. They have nothing actually to do yet, so they are still on hold. Arion, you're the last one. Yeah, so you can choose to move the troops as close as you want to the enemy at the. So you could go all the way to the edge at 0 cover, but 0 also cover for them, and or 2 or 4, whatever you choose. Did we lose Aaron?
Oh, he's moving.
He's moving. Oh, nice. Okay, so you just define how much cover they have, because that will be the same amount of negative they have to shoot.
Full cover at the moment. They're not gonna.
Okay,
they're not shooting.
so that's 4. So they have 4 cover and 4 -4 to shoot from that position. Okay, and did you move your own token? Yes. Okay. So now the spas were on hold, so they will start moving out here.
Rush running the house.
Like that. Like that. Well, actually, this one we'll have to go back here first. Yeah. Okay. Well, he will actually try to get through here. Use a maneuver roll. So what's the handling here? A -2. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, but he does. He does succeed. So he gets there. Okay, they were on hold, and now it's the next turn. So maybe we want to stop there.
I
Sure.
think so.
Yeah. Let me roll the bingo die before we go. Nice. Okay, so next turn we have to start with repositioning the targets and then yeah, shooting them. Okay, it was a weird session this time, guys. Lots of planning, but it was a weird quest also. So yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, Jax.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks, Jax.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye.